Hey guys, how's it going? If you click this video, you probably like flashlights a little bit like I do. Today I'm going to be talking about two and an accessory, and I think that's it. That's all I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'm wearing the same thing I was just wearing in another video, though I may post this video first, so this may be the first time you're seeing it. I'm doing two videos in one night, and I promised in that other video that I'm probably going to post second that I'm going to try and not ramble so much in these product review type videos. Because some of you are into product reviews, some of you are into rambling, and I'll try to keep product reviews simple and product reviewy. So, this flashlight, this is the Streamlight HL-X. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's been pretty popular. If we can get some focus on here, I'll get some close-ups of it later. Anyway, 1000 lumen handheld light that I really like. I love Streamlight products. They're solid products. They're a little kind of nicer than the other Chinese random lights, and more value and typically better features than the Surefire lights. So Surefire, a lot of people are going to say, oh, bomb-proof, best lights ever, but Streamlights are really good. Usually more power, more features, and a cheaper price. A big reason why I like this light, it's a light that I use quite a bit around the property or whatever, and it is dual fuel kind of. You can use rechargeable 18650s, you can use rechargeable CR123s, and you can use your regular lithium CR123s as well. So if you have multiple power sources or batteries laying around or whatever, this can eat up a few of them. There's a lot of, that's not unique to this light. There's a lot of Chinese lights out there that can do this, but Surefires usually cannot do this, and like LZs usually cannot do this. So some of the nicer lights usually cannot do this. This one can. There's kind of a false thinking around rechargeable light. Rechargeable batteries, they're not as reliable, they're blah, blah, and that's kind of talking about older technology. People that know about the new rechargeables and stuff, they're really solid. So maybe if you want the utmost, maybe regular CR123 lithiums are still the way to go, but I don't know, I think that's changing, and rechargeables are really reliable. Now, this light, I'll get into the features in a second, but I'm just gonna kind of intro these products. This light, like I said, I love using it with 18650s, saves money, a lot of juice. The thing I like about rechargeables, that you don't get out of the regular alkalines or lithiums, is that if you're going out for a while and you know you want to top off your battery, you can charge your battery, put it in. You know that you have a topped off battery in there. To do that with normal alkalines or lithiums, you need to either put in some fresh batteries, and then you take these batteries out and you either toss them, and if you have to dispose of batteries properly, that's kind of a pain. Or you toss them, or you put them in a drawer that's like, maybe these are partially used, maybe these are 50%, I'm just gonna guess. Maybe they're 25% left, maybe they're 75% left, I don't know. But if you want full power, if you want maximum runtime and you're going camping, you're going on a long hike or whatever, you either gotta put in fresh batteries, which means your old ones are either trash or they're mystery, you don't know how much is left on them, or you just charge up 18650 or two CR123 rechargeables, pop them in here, and you know that you have basically your maximum runtime. So that's a huge benefit of rechargeables that a lot of people don't talk about, but for me, I'm a practical guy. I like to talk about practical uses. Rechargeables, awesome. That brings me to this product, which is pretty cool. This is called the Thrunite C2. What this is a little USB charger, so you know, keeps your cell phone topped off or whatever, but the unique and interesting thing about this is it pairs well with this, because say you're using your flashlight, you ran out of juice. Well, open this puppy up. What do we have in here? We have a rechargeable 18650. Boom, can put that in, have fresh power for this. Or if we're doing it the other way around, you know, we don't need to use our flashlight much, but we use this to charge our flashlight, or to charge our cell phone, and it's completely drained and we really need some more juice on our cell phone. Well, hey, swap the battery out from your flashlight into this, you'll be able to charge your cell phone. So these pair really nice. Thrunite C2 and the HL-X, the Thrunite C2 will pair well with any of your 18650 devices. So really slick little charger, minimal, not much bigger than the size of just your 18650, and just really nice. Sorry, my dog's barking, and I don't think my camera's focusing well either. So we'll try and toss some close-ups of these guys in. So Thrunite, they've sent me a couple things through the years, and they reach out to me once in a while, and they're like, hey Mike, we like your videos, we like your reviews. What can we get for you? What can we help you out with? And the conversation for this beast went something like this. Thrunite said, hey Mike, any products that you'd be interested in? And I'm like, I'm a busy guy. I don't have time to look through your whole product catalog. There's nothing on my mind, blah, blah, blah. I don't say that to them because that's kind of mean. But I say, give me all the lumens, bro. And they're like, I got you, fam. And they came through the Thrunite TN36. So this is my new EDC light. I've been pocket carrying this for a while. I'm just kidding. There's no way I would ever pocket carry this. This, if you're like me, reminiscent of what, maybe you're thinking of a chode or something like that. But I probably think of like a soda can. So you can see here, this is a 12 ounce. I don't have soda, but this is a wild sour. I like sour beers if you're wondering. And that's, you know, it's a comparable size to a soda can, which you're not gonna wanna carry in your pocket. It's been a long day, so maybe I'll just pop this open. I don't know if I'm allowed to drink on camera, if that violates some YouTube policy. I hope not. Anyway, this thing is a beast. 10,000 lumens out of this puppy. Has pretty cool mode. Let's see if I can show it to you here. So it has infinity. I think it's called like infinity mode. So you long press it and it slowly steps down from 7,000 lumens down to 70 lumens. It'll go give this a little flash, lets you know it's at the lowest, and then it goes back up to 7,000 lumens. Boom, you can't tell here, but I'll show some beam shots. That's bright. You double click it at any time to get into, double click it to get into turbo mode, which is 10,000, full 10,000 lumens. As a lot of these lights, utility lights, long press it to get into the firefly mode, which you can't even tell it's on, but it's on basically. Yeah, really, really dim, lasts thousands of hours in that mode. This thing, heavy, you could use it as a weapon, you could throw it at someone, you could throw it through a window, whatever you want to do with it. But power source for this, it's a hungry mama. What we have here are 4 18650s. So the HL-X I just showed you uses one 18650. Here's the HL-X. Here's the Thrunite TN36. HL-X is a little longer. Thrunite is a little shorter. Operated by a side switch, which is nice, which will let you get to all the modes and adjust the settings and all that stuff. No pocket clip on this baby, obviously, but there's a little lanyard hole that you can connect your little lanyard to. And if you can see in here, if it'll focus, here is the reflectors. 3 big old LED diodes in there. Awesome. This thing, I mean, it feels solid, it works nice. I use it a lot when I'm out camping. Sometimes I take it out hiking or just walking around the neighborhood when I just want to illuminate the whole forest. It's really like more of a flood. The HL-X will be a little more spotty. But this, great for it's just a wall of light. Turns night into day. I had some footage. I'm not really a good YouTuber. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just like a gear junkie that knows what I like in gear and talks to you guys about it. So all that to say, I've filmed plenty of footage when I remember to out when I was camping and stuff with this, just to show like it compared to headlights and stuff. And I don't know what happened to it. I'm not good at keeping track of old footage to use in future videos. So that's why my videos are pretty much just here and now what I filmed. We'll dive in a little deeper into the HL-X here. I am drinking this beer and it is making me a little burpy, so if I burp, I'll try and do it silently, but my bad if that comes through in the audio. What we have here is a nice light, very nice knurling, not too aggressive. It's not gonna rip your hands up or anything, but provides a nice grip when you need to grab it like this. Operation is tail cap here. It is 10 tap. So that means through a series of clicks, you can get it to have different modes. You know, it go from low, medium, high. Or you can have high and strobe or whatever. There's a few different modes you can have. By default, it's just kind of in its tactical application. You're gonna be able to momentary press it without making any noise, and you're gonna be able to double press it for strobe. So momentary just goes to full blast, always, no noise, or you can click it all the way in, and then you have your constant on, obviously. So pretty simple, intuitive function, no side switches or anything like that, just the tail. It does tail stand. So for a utility light, I really like that. No magnets or anything back here, but it does tail stand if you need to go into, you know, light up the ceiling, light up the whole room while you're doing something else. That's nice, but it still does allow you very, very easy access to the tail. Some people for tactical applications don't like this metal part kind of coming up flush with the button because they say you may not be able to hit it with gloves, you may not be able to actuate it when you need to in a tactical situation or whatever. I get it, but this opening is big enough where you could hit this easily with gloves on, anything, no problem. So I don't really see that as a negative. I kind of like that the light does tail stand. Also has a little hole through here that you can put your lanyard on. It does have a long pocket clip that I have removed right now, attaches to these little screws right here and allows for a pretty deep lens down carry. So it is the type of pocket clip that you could, this is not the lightest flashlight, you could do like this and go onto the brim of a hat to use as a headlamp type feature. So the clip is kind of multi-use, but it is kind of a weird like long clip like this. I don't love the clip, but it works all right. Like I mentioned earlier, you can power it by CR123s, CR123 rechargeables, or 18650s. It does have a pretty nice hotspot. I don't know the candela off my head, but you can look that up. But it will throw quite a bit. We'll show some beams here real quick. So here we are in the living room of my house. That kind of glow over in the right corner is my computer monitor out in my sunroom. That back wall here, so here's the HL-X. That back wall is probably about 8 yards-ish. This little speaker, this wall right here is probably about 5 yards-ish. So anyways, that's how the beam pattern splits out. You can see the hot spot. There's my dog bed over there. It's a really nice, usable beam. Has a pretty good hot spot, so it'll reach out pretty far. We'll take this outside in a second. But anyways, HL-X at the full 1000 lumen right here. As always in most of my reviews, I just kind of talk about the use, the functionality, how it feels, all that stuff you actually care about. If you're looking for specs, definitely click the links below. Check them out. If you're interested in buying it, click the links below. I always appreciate people shopping with my links. For the sake of comparison, here it is compared to an Olight S1R, which is my typical EDC light, just because I like the magnetic tail cap and it's works well for the many uses of flashlight in my life. Tactical application flashlight, definitely prefer this. I do opt to carry the HL-X when I'm going somewhere that doesn't allow weapons. If I'm going to a sporting event or something like that, that will allow a flashlight. This isn't that mean, this isn't a very mean looking flashlight, but places that will allow a flashlight but won't allow me to carry like a defensive knife or my gun, I will carry this light instead of this light. When I have guns, knives, you know, gun with a weapon light, all that stuff, I will opt for this light just because it is more, it's obviously smaller, lighter, easier to carry, and has a lot of practical applications. I really like the S1R. But if I need a light to do work, basically, this is my go-to right now, the Streamlight HL-X. Here's the TN36. We'll just get a little closer look here. Not much to talk about really. It's a flashlight. If you're interested in the features, check it out. We're going to show some beam patterns right now and show you just the wall of light that it creates. And now we have for comparison, the 7000 lumens of the Thrunite TN36. So you can see the flood or the spill is much wider on this light, but it's kind of silly to compare these two lights because they're really, in my mind, different applications. But you can see that this is just basically a wall of light, even at the lower 7000 lumen settings. Basically is daylight here. Again, the 1000 lumens of the HL-X, this is a bright light. 1000 lumens is no joke. 7000 lumens, serious business. All right, so here we are outside my yard where we're going to be able to get some further distances here. So here we have the HL-X, 1000 lumens, able to reach down pretty far. Now I didn't put on like a bigger aperture lens, so this camera doesn't do that good in low light, but you can basically see what the 1000 lumens looks like. You're mostly getting your hot spot though. In my eyes, there's still quite a bit of illumination for the flood. And here is the 7,000 lumens. Just lights up everything really. Right now it's basically like I can see everything. Let's turn it off and we'll double click it to get to the full 10,000 lumens, which isn't really much different than the 7,000 lumen output. But as you can see, well, you can't really see as much as I can. It really just lights things up really well. Again, back to the 1000 lumen HL-X here. And I shouldn't even really be comparing these lights because 10,000 lumens in this flashlight are ridiculous. But the 1000 lumens, this is a powerful light. You can't really see on camera the power that this thing's putting out, but it's nice. And for how beastly this light is, it's easy to handle, it's easy to carry, it's easy to point, it's easy to use. The side tail switch is nice, doesn't have a clicky tail switch or anything like that. It's not really a tactical flashlight. But man, if you just need a wall of light, this is the flashlight to do it. Feels solid, no rattling, just this thing is built like a tank. It just feels like one solid piece of aluminum, though obviously it's not. You know, really just awesome flashlight. A lot more features and stuff you can find out on the web. Again, I'll put links below that you can click to find out about them. But if you just need a beast of a flashlight, a lot of times I'll keep this in my truck for no other reason than I like having access to it when I want just a whole lot of light. Be good to search, you know, if your dog runs away or something, you need to search the woods, this would be a great search light. Yeah. Not much more to it. That's basically it for these lights and this thing. Flashlight videos are some of my least popular, so I kind of wanted to cover a couple topics in one video. So these things, really awesome products. I'll link to them below if you're into them. Again, like I said, my EDC flashlight really still is my S1R, but these are kind of my other go-to flashlights right now for when I need more power. I'll carry this on body, and when I just need a ridiculous amount of light, I'll go for this guy. And then this thingy, like I mentioned, they're like best buds. As always, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for liking the video if you found it informative. Thanks for getting subscribed to the channel. Always open to new flashlight recommendations too. I love me some flashlights. So if you got one in mind that you think I would really like, comment it below. If you like these flashlights, comment it below. If you have questions on this stuff, comment below. If you just want to say hey, comment it below. Alright guys. As always, again, I hope you're great. I hope life is just really good for you, and until next time, take care.